Today I am making a Kuksa Cup. I'm not really sure how to properly pronounce it. The spelling's going to be on the screen. Anyway, this cup is from the people group Semi. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's basically the northern parts, northern countries like Norway, Sweden, Finland. And what originally was a personal cup, kind of like a personal coffee mug, and was used for drinking and collecting berries and stuff like that. So I saw this online, thought it was really cool looking, and wanted to give it a shot myself. So that is what I am doing today. For wood use, I am using this type of wood. I'm actually not really sure what type of wood it is. It's not like a hardwood like oak, which we have around my area. But overall, I'm actually not really sure what type of wood it is. If anyone knows, please let me know down below, because I'm actually kind of curious. Alright, so it's probably time I explained a little bit. So what I did was I hollowed out the center point. This is going to be kind of the cup. And what I did is, as you saw, I drilled holes first in the wood with the largest bit I have, which was like 1/2 inch. And I make sure I flagged it so it wouldn't go all the way through. So this is like 2.5 inch thick. So it was like 2 inches, I measured it. But I drilled holes. And then after that, I used my Dremel to carve out the inside of the cup. And I did that mainly because I don't have like a lathe or really any fancy tools, so it's completely by hand. But I used my Dremel, and I used a extreme flaming burr carving bit, and to get all the material out. But that bit leaves a lot of marks, so I used a finer bit carving bit, which I don't know what it's called at the moment because I don't have it with me. Oops, shake the camera as well. Anyway, I did that. So after that, I cut the camera, or I cut the film. It didn't show much of it because I wasn't sure how I was gonna do it. Because even with the finer bit, it still left marks and wasn't that pretty. Especially if something you're gonna put your hands in for washing, or just put liquid in, because this is gonna be a cup. You don't want it to be rough. So what I did is, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. So what I tried a couple things, but I found to work pretty well was I took my carving knife and I just kind of put it at an angle and kind of widened this. So now it's, instead of it being a flat up and down kind of thing, it's more of a, like, it comes out, and then that can, I don't know how to describe it, but it comes out a little bit, which widens the mouth of it. But it also smoothed out the edges. I had to hand sand the bottom, but that worked out pretty good. Carved it, and then the rest of it, I sanded it, and that took a while. But yeah, and then now I am here with this. So with that all being said, what I'm going to do is, I marked out where this is going to be the handle. And what I'm going to do is, I'm using a hand jigsaw to cut out this, so the wood's out. And then I am going to flip it to the side and cut out the other part of the handle, which the handle is going to be something like this-ish. This is not an exact drawing, but it's going to be something like that. It might be easier to see when I cut it out, but I'm first going to cut this handle part out, and then I'm going to make it thinner up here. So I'm going to make it like that. So hopefully that makes sense, but that's what I'm going to do now. Oh yeah, and then I'm also going to cut these corners off so it's a little bit more roundish, because it's supposed to be a round and that's supposed to be handle. Anyway, so yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say it right here. Using the jigsaw did not really work, mainly because the blade wouldn't get through all the wood. So it's only going through part way of the wood, and yeah, I just ended up using a handsaw to cut it out. But if you have something like a table saw, this could probably work a whole lot better. I don't have that, again, so I'm doing this all by hand. But anyway, the jigsaw just did not work, and so I just used a handsaw, which we'll see later on in this video. But yeah.
All right, so I am now left with this. So I took jigsaw and cut a little corner off. It was not really much, but did that. So it's not really pretty now, but what I'm going to do is, you can see with my line, I am going to carve it so it's up to that line. So it has this arch to it. And this is going to be the handle. This is going to be the handle that you're going to hold on to. And then after that, I'm going to round this all over so it's circular, actually. And probably for final thing, I'm thinking of tapering it. So instead of it, this would probably be a good way. Instead of it being kind of like flat, I'm thinking of it so it's kind of like ovalish. So it's kind of narrower at the bottom, just to make it smoother. But I'm only going to do that by knife. This knife I haven't really used a whole lot. So I usually use this one, which is Beavercraft as well. You can see their logo better on this one. But I got a set of Beavercraft knives, which came with like this one, this bigger one, and then this one. But I mainly use this shorter one that has the darker handle, which you can tell because it's a different color of a handle because that's my sweat. That's what happens. But this one's a whole lot smoother. Anyway, but I'm using this bigger one knife mainly because I can get farther reaching with it, and it's better grabbing than the smaller knife, which will take more time. It'll do the same job, just it's more difficult. Plus, this works better for smaller objects. This one I'm gonna use for bigger objects. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So let's get going.
So that's it for this video. I'm going to leave it here, mainly because I need to get this out and all. But first time making this type of cup. And overall, I think it's pretty good. I'm going to leave it here, but I'm going to do some more work on it later. But I need to get this out, video done, and post it. So I'll probably make a post in my channel later on about the update on this. But yeah, first time making this. And my goal is to put a food grade finish on it so I can actually eat it. Or not eat it, but use it. But yeah. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And I hope you all have a good day.